Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Easy Way to Learn. I'm Shalja Tripathi and today's lecture includes respiration. It's a class 10 topic and let's straight away go back to the topic, remain focused and follow the lecture. So basically today we'll deal with cellular respiration. So cellular respiration. Respiration is a metabolic process. You can write down definition that what is meant by respiration. Definition. It's a metabolic process wherein food is broken down to release energy in presence of oxygen or in absence of oxygen. That we'll see it separately. So definition includes respiration is a metabolic process where absorbed food is broken down to release energy. Okay. So this breakdown may happen in presence of oxygen or it may happen in absence of oxygen. See, if the process takes place in presence of oxygen, we say it's an aerobic respiration. So basically the food that is being broken down to produce energy is glucose. See, some organisms use glucose and break down either in presence of oxygen or in absence of oxygen. Presence of oxygen or absence. Okay, if this takes place in presence of oxygen, it is called aerobic respiration. So it is called aerobic respiration. And in absence, it is called anaerobic respiration. In presence of oxygen, the final product that is obtained is carbon dioxide and energy is released. Carbon dioxide, water and energy. Here also the products may vary. The products may be like lactic acid or ethanol and carbon dioxide and energy. Okay. We must remember that energy released during aerobic respiration is much higher as compared to anaerobic respiration. Okay, let's see the fate of glucose during these processes. See, the first step of breakdown of glucose is common in both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So this common step, first we'll write down. So first step is that glucose, which is a 6-carbon compound, C6H12O6, glucose is a 6-carbon compound. It breaks down into a 3-carbon compound called pyruvate. So you can write down pyruvate, PY, pyruvate. This is a 3-carbon compound. Okay, let's balance the carbon. 6 carbon, so here we will get 2 molecules of pyruvate. From 1 molecule of glucose, we get basically 2 molecules of pyruvate. Then only carbon will be balanced. Okay, so this process takes place in cytoplasm. This conversion takes place in cytoplasm of both aerobic and anaerobic respiring organisms. So this is a common step which will take place, and energy is obviously released. So this process is called glycolysis or glycolysis. So you will write down the first step. The first step of glucose breakdown is common in both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Okay, so during this process energy is released, which will be used to produce more ATP molecules or energy currency. So energy released during this process, you may write down energy released during this process is used to form high energy molecules. Form high energy molecules called ATP. Full form of ATP is adenosine triphosphate. So energy in our body is stored in the form of ATP molecules. How it produces energy by breakdown, we'll see in a short while. So this is a common step in both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Now we will see the fate of pyruvate molecule. What happens to this pyruvate molecule, which is a 3-carbon compound? We are looking into just one molecule. Glucose is producing 2 molecules. So you can just multiply by 2 and you will get the total carbon balance. See, in case of yeast, which undergoes the process of, which shows the process of fermentation. So in yeast, during fermentation, pyruvate molecule breaks down into ethanol and carbon dioxide. Again, ethanol is a 2-carbon compound. So 2 and 1 carbon dioxide, 2, 1, 3. It is balanced. Okay. Plus energy is also released during the process. Okay, this takes place in absence of oxygen. So this is, fermentation is nothing but anaerobic respiration. So this takes place in absence of oxygen, hence it will be a anaerobic process. Okay, now let's see aerobic respiration, which takes place in the mitochondria of living organism. So in presence of oxygen, this pyruvate molecule will undergo oxidation and form carbon dioxide, water, and again energy will be released. Okay, so let's balance. From one pyruvate molecule, we are getting 3 carbon dioxide molecules. So carbon is again balanced. In the overall reaction, we take 1 molecule of glucose, then we get 2 molecules of pyruvate, and then 6 molecules of CO2 are produced that way. Okay, so this takes place in mitochondria. This aerobic respiration takes place in mitochondria of the cell. Okay, so energy that is released here is 18 times higher than that produced during anaerobic respiration. So you can mention one more point, that energy produced is 18 times higher than anaerobic respiration. Okay. See, in human beings also anaerobic respiration takes place. So, especially in the muscle cells. Muscle cells. When our muscles are exerted too much or during strenuous exercise or running, what happens? These muscle cells all start undergoing respiration and to fulfill body's need. So here the respiration is anaerobic. So again, in muscle cells, you can write down during strenuous exercise or running, long distance running, or just to write a strenuous exercise, our muscle cells undergo anaerobic respiration to produce muscle cells undergo anaerobic respiration. To produce lactic acid to produce lactic acid and energy. Lactic acid is also a 3-carbon compound. So when this lactic acid builds up in muscle cell, our muscle cells become sore, or we start feeling pain in our muscles. So you can write down buildup of it causes muscle cramp. Okay, which can be overcome by massaging the area. So lactic acid will get converted into again carbon dioxide and water. So there will be blood flow to the muscles. So it will again become rich in oxygen. There will be plenty of oxygen to break down this lactic acid into carbon dioxide and water. Once this complete conversion happens, the pain or the soreness goes away. Okay. So let's see what is ATP molecule and how it is producing energy. See, ATP, a fixed amount of ATP is produced. See, one glucose molecule produces 38 ATP molecules during aerobic respiration. During and one molecule of glucose will produce roughly 2 ATP molecules during anaerobic respiration. So we can say this is 18 times higher as compared to anaerobic respiration. See, ATP molecule, it breaks down into ADP plus energy is released. So conversion of ATP to ADP and then ADP again to ATP, it's a cyclic process. This keeps on happening. So this will again get converted to ATP. So this continuous process takes place, conversion. So ADP is adenosine diphosphate. And ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Okay, let's see. This is an adenosine molecule. To it, 3 phosphate molecules are attached. So the molecule looks like this. This is an adenosine molecule. Then 3 phosphate molecules are attached. It is the terminal linkage which is broken down. This one. This is called terminal phosphate linkage, and this will release lot of energy once this bond is broken down. So if we remove this much 1 phosphate molecule, we are left with only adenosine diphosphate. So once that bond breaks down, here it will break down, releasing high energy, and what we are left with, ADP. So that is what is written here. So this bond is high in energy. It is phosphohydride bond. This bond is high in energy. And the name is phosphohydride bond. Okay. So these linkages can also be broken. So if this breaks down, so we are left with adenosine monophosphate. But breakdown of this bond will release somewhat lesser energy as compared to breakdown of this terminal bond. So AMP, that is adenosine monophosphate, is rarely formed. It is just the conversion of ATP to ADP, then ADP will again be converted to ATP. See, one more point that needs to be discussed here is that in plants, both respiration and photosynthesis both are taking place. So what happens during day and night? In case of plants, at night, no photosynthesis. So the major process that is going on is respiration. So respiration is a day-long process. It will keep on going. But this process, that is photosynthesis, is light-dependent process. So it will take place only during daytime. So no photosynthesis, but respiration is going on as it is a day-long process. Yeah, you may, not day-long, it's a lifelong process basically. It will continue throughout your life. So it's a lifelong process. So you must remember, photosynthesis is a light-dependent process, while respiration will keep on happening till the organism is alive. So the overall output is carbon dioxide because only respiration is taking place. So you can write down. So carbon dioxide elimination, CO2 elimination is the major activity. Okay, now let's see what happened during daytime. During daytime, both photosynthesis and respiration will take place. Respiration takes place. Hence, the major elimination will be oxygen. So whatever carbon dioxide is released during respiration will be used up during photosynthesis. So the fate of carbon dioxide is it is released and simultaneously reabsorbed by the plant. You can write down carbon dioxide released during respiration is reabsorbed during photosynthesis. So the major activity is oxygen elimination. So O2 elimination is the major activity. Hope you understood the topic well. Please like, share and subscribe and enable the notification bell. Thank you so much.